Alright guys, in this video I'm just going to be talking about a few medicinal and useful plants that can be found in the woodland. Obviously these are specific to British woodlands. Species may change in places, say eastern woodlands in America. So I'm just going to show you a few plants today, a few trees, and explain what uses they have to a woodsman. So I'll get back to you. Okay guys, so the first plant I've got is a species of willow. Now this is a crack willow. The Latin is Salix fragilis, and you can tell the difference between well, I'll first say this one is very similar to another species called white willow. However, white willow has straight edges and silver hairs underneath, where this is green underneath, and if I'll zoom in, it's not very visible on that leaf. It has small serrations on the side of the leaf, so that's the main way you can identify it. Now the great thing about willow, it's been used, by native Indians throughout history. The bark contains a chemical called salicin, and this is an anti-inflammatory, and when you chew it up and you get it into your system, it converts into a acid called salicylic, which helps to get rid of general aches and pains, like headaches and things like that. So native Indians used to get the leaves and bark of this stuff, and by the way, the salicylic acid is present in all species of willow, so you can use any species of willow, whether it be crack willow, white willow, goat willow, etc. They all have this this chemical, so they can be used. But Indians used to use the bark and the leaves to make a tea, so sort of tonic, and they also used to smoke the leaves as well, obviously in their peace pipes for ceremonies. But to get the effects of this, to say you've got a headache in the woods, what you want to do is find a growth. Now you want to find a second year growth, which means these green ones here, what the leaves are coming off, they're first year growth, so all the chemicals that you're going to need won't have been built up in this new growth. So you're going to need the second year growth, which is the darker stem. You can see that there. So what you're going to want to do is just chew this up real good. I'll try and move the camera so you can see. So just and that's it really. It does have a slight, I wouldn't say it's bitter, but if you've ever crushed up an aspirin, it's got that, it is like bitter taste, but you can sort of taste that. And aspirin does come from willow. So what you want to do, say you've got a headache, just keep chewing a piece of this, just keep chewing it, and eventually, until the headache goes, shouldn't take 10 minutes or so, some people have said. So yeah, very useful plant. And that's about it for this one guys, so that's a willow, and I'm just going to show you one more for today. Alright guys, so the final tree that I'm going to talk to you about today, it doesn't really have a medicinal purpose that I'm going to talk about, but it is a very useful purpose, especially in summer. Now it's, now summer's coming in and the flies are going to start coming out, and you're going to be camping and you're going to be taking all sorts of mozzie spray just to protect yourself. But this is the elder tree. Now there's, you've got alder and elder, but this is elder. The bark usually gives it away. It's very unique. But the new growths, the stems, also tend to be very hollow. They're very pithy. They were used. They were hollowed out, the stems, and they were used as blowers or little pea shooters, so you could blow into the middle of a fire, or just something for the kids to mess about with. But what I'm talking about is the leaves. Now these are going to be useful in the summer. If you get a handful of these leaves, crush them up just to bruise them, and you'll expose a chemical. It's got a very pungent smell. Now what you do, you can either rub this, you know, on your face, on your arms or anything, because it'll leave that pungent smell on you and it'll stop you from getting bitten, or you can leave it just around your camp in places. But farmers used to use elder leaves on their crops to stop flies and aphids and things like that eating them. So it's sort of like a natural mozzie spray you can use. So I'm definitely going to be using this when we get some traditional camping done soon. So yeah, that's just 2 quick trees, guys. You know, hopefully you can make use out of what I've told you. I think it's quite interesting. I'll probably do more videos like this, just on plants. So that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Cheers.